Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So today I will like talk about mobile application development platform. What is mobile application platform? The definition about mobile application platform is a suite of software tool which is you can use to design, to create, and to maintain mobile application. As a genre, we have two different platforms. We have Android and iOS. But I believe most of you have your own reason to choose either Android or iOS platform. For Android, we have a few examples of mobile device such as Samsung, Nokia, Xiaomi. But for iOS, we have only one selection, which is Apple. So in terms of price, of course, iOS mobile device is more expensive compared to Android. How iOS and Android application work together. So we have a few examples of application such as Snapchat, Instagram, but for this application we can use and we can run on Android platform or iOS platform. That one is it doesn't matter because what? Depend on the what kind of platform, what kind of application, what kind of tool can be used to develop application which is can support both of platform, either Android or iOS. We have a three basic of mobile application platform, which is web, hybrid, and native. The common one is of course web application, which is you can browse web application through your mobile device using a browser such as Firefox, or maybe you can use a Safari, or maybe you can use Google Chrome. So that one is an example of a browser for web application. What is a web apps? So this is a similar like mobile application, but this is a for web application is actually we design, we build especially for web view. And I believe that most of mobile application, mobile device have their own browser, and through the browser we can go to specific URL to serve to go to the specific application. And by using this web apps, so user does not need to download or update, but this is easy because you just type the your specific URL, then you can go to the website. So most of web application use HTML, CSS, JavaScript, Ruby, and etc. Depend what kind of language support web browser. But this is the common one: HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Progressive web application. Progressive web application means website that look and feel like an application. For example, when we go to this application, we can see the view is a like mobile view. So that one is we consider as a look and feel like an application. And through this application also you can access all of the information, and also you can download everything. So this is a quite similar actually compared to mobile application. And we have a few benefits using progressive web application. For the first one is of course improve performance, faster loading time, engage user experience, and less data use. So this is a few benefits using progressive web application. This is an example of progressive web application. You can see that we have AliExpress, we have Flipkart, we have FOB, and we have Pinterest. So this is a few example of progressive web application. Why should I build mobile versus web application? This is the reason why we need come out with a specific means that for Android and iOS application. So the challenge is how to build a specific application for Android and iOS. This is the reason. For example, push notification. Why? Through a mobile application. So most of mobile application have functionality of push notification. Through this push notification, we can get all the information such as your product. The first time is easy, and you can go for the second time to return. Okay. So this is at the same time through this push notification also we can create user engagement to use your product for the second time. So that one is the reason why we need to build a mobile application compared to web application. As a general, in mobile application, we have two types. For the first one is a native, the second one is a hybrid. And we go for the native first. And we can see the difference between native and hybrid application. Native application is a specific build for mobile device operating system. For example, you want to build application for Android, so it means that you need to use a specific platform, specific tool for Android application. Like say you want to build for iOS, so it means that you can use a specific tool, specific programming language to build for iOS application. For example here, Flutter, for example here, you can see that if you build for just one platform, you cannot mix and match. That's why we call as a specific application for which platform you want to build. For example, for Android, so means that one is a specific for Android. If you want to go to for iOS, so means that you can choose that the specific platform for iOS. How a native application build? So this is example. This is example. As I said before, you need to choose what kind of programming language you want to use and you want what kind of platform you want to develop. For example, here we have a switch or Object-C, which is this is specific for iOS application, and Java. Java is specific for native Android application, and also C# for most part of Windows Phone application. So depending on what kind of platform, and you can choose that what kind of programming language. The advantage of native application, we have a few advantage of native application, such as broad functionality due to using the capability, fast and response software performance, push notification, as I said before, and UI. UI is actually stand for user interface that better matches with user experience. And the last one is a quality assurance true rating in application store. This is a few example and advantage of native application. What of this advantage of native application? This is the first one is a multiple code base because each device has their own version. Of course, if you can come up to different mobile application platform, for example, for Android and iOS, so you need to come up for the first one is Android. You need to write, you need to know what kind of programming language, what kind of tool can be used for Android application. And the second one is you need to know what kind of programming language, what kind of tool can be used for iOS platform. The second one is of course cost operational because what you develop two different platform. So in terms of that, you need to have two different teams. For example, for the first team is of course for Android, the second team for iOS. So you need to spend more money. And at the same time also, you need to spend more time. And the last one is in terms of time. Time, of course, you spend more time to build two different platforms. For first one is Android, the second one is iOS. This is the example of framework, native application framework you can use. Xamarin. Xamarin is actually specific for a native application. Is widely used to build application for iOS, Windows, and Android application development. The second one is Swish. Swish is, Swish is actually preferred for iPhone application development software. And the last one, this is a few example of framework we can use to develop application for a specific platform in terms of native application. This is example of native application, such as we have a Waze, we have a Twitter, we have a the last one is what? Pokemon. So this is example of application for native. The next one is a hybrid. What is a hybrid application? What is hybrid application? Hybrid, we have a web. Previously we have a web. The second one is we have a native, and now we have a hybrid application. The purpose of hybrid is combine all the code and build for different platforms. For example, you just choose only one programming language, and then at the same time you can deploy to different platforms such as iOS, Android, or maybe web. So this is a more powerful compared to native application. But the problem is, you can see that here, hybrid application can compile and transform into native application. That one is the advantage. But for native, we cannot transform into hybrid. But in terms of hybrid, we can transform from hybrid to native application. How hybrid application work? This is a combination actually. Hybrid application is a combination, both web and native mobile application. So this is a comparison. At the same time, you can see that application, this hybrid allow app to run through each platform embedded browser instead of web browser, such as regular native application. And we have a few examples of that. We have a Google, we have a Apple already create hybrid mobile application that support only for iOS or on Android platform. This is a few benefit or few advantage using hybrid application development. Of course, for the first one, it's easier to scale on another platform. The second one is only one coded, means that only one coded you can deploy into different platforms such as Android, iOS, or web. And the third one is a faster build time. Of course, you build only one code and then you can deploy into different. Of course, you save many things. For example, you save your money, you save your time, and at the same time, you save also your human resource. And the second last is low cost of development, and the last one is offline availability. This is a few example benefit of hybrid application. The next one is disadvantage. What of disadvantage? Hybrid application. First one is user experience, a lower performance, availability of features, and the last one is error. A few examples, a few tools, a few framework can be used for hybrid application. The first one is React Native. Most of developers use React Native to develop hybrid application. Because what? As I said before, this is easy for us to convert the source code into native element and deliver to users as an application. The second one is Flutter. Flutter is also good for us to build hybrid application, which is we are using that programming language. We just write a Dart programming language Once that everything finished, everything complete, so easy for you to compile and deploy into different platforms. The third one is Ionic. Ionic also the most powerful platform framework can be used for hybrid application. And this is a free and open source framework. So you don't need to spend a lot of money to buy a licensed software. So you can use the Ionic because this is a free, and then you can use. You have a lot of sources. At the same time, you can deploy into different platforms such as Android, iOS, or web. This is an example of hybrid application. We have, I believe all of you know BR stand for that's in roaming. This is the most popular. And we have a Twitter, we have an Instagram, also we have a Grab. So this is an example of hybrid application. So as a conclusion that this is a comparative of hybrid platform, you can see that a lot of users. This is a cross-platform mobile application used by software developer worldwide in 2019 and 2020. So most of developers choose React Native to develop. And the second one is a Flutter. And you can see that the lower one is Corona. But that one is not the coronavirus, but this is a Corona, only Corona. Okay. So we just overview about three different platform, which is web, native, and the last one is hybrid. So that's all. Thank you.